Good evening, everyone. I'd like to give you a quick status update of where we currently are in the quarter. After Module 1, in which we discuss ethics, I think it's a good starting point to begin the quarter. And in particular, I think it's important to begin our discussion in public financial management on ethics because it's the basis for which accountability and trust is built within our public and the individuals, the residents in whom we serve. Obviously, it covers the areas of public trust, fiduciary trust, and also the principal agent theory, whereas the principal may be seen as the public and the agent is government or the governmental agency. And from that perspective, there needs to be that element where the public feels safe and secure that public managers, public administrators, etc., are handling their finances in the best and most appropriate manner possible. Now we've moved on to Module 2, which gets more into the actual nitty-gritty of public financial management, and the topic here is assessing financial conditions. As you can see, there are a number of ways that researchers have tried to measure the fact of assessing financial conditions just based upon the readings that have been assigned. And also from a practitioner's perspective, there are multiple factors or predictors that we have seen over time that have caused municipal level defaults and bankruptcies. So for example, later on in the quarter we'll get into some more specific readings in this topic, but for a long time, and I guess in the recent history, many people in the public think that bankruptcies are caused by just poor financial management, overspending, but we've seen that bankruptcies have been caused by a variety of different factors, including political incompetence, factors outside of the government entities' realm of responsibility. So there may have been examples where there have been gross overcalculations of the real estate market, which have led to rosy predictions in terms of investing in housing, and then when that burst, it adversely impacted many communities. So we'll view this topic and just want to acknowledge how important it is, and again it's important to look at this topic of assessing financial conditions early on in the quarter so we can build up some momentum and begin to break down the rationale and some of the reasons why managing finances and public finances is such a complex and important topic in public administration. Now, in terms of your group discussions, I think they're going really well. I've been impressed with the level of detail and the content that I've seen in your responses. Also, the collegiality is really nice to see, and I didn't even have to send out an email expressing how important it is to be collegial with your classmates. I think based upon your experience and your experiences on Blackboard, you're pretty adept and pretty well equipped to use these group discussions, and I've been exceptionally pleased thus far. A couple comments I should make, though, is that it's important that you make individual posts for each of your substantive and responsive comments. I prefer not to read one post that has both of your substantive comments in there. It makes it a little bit more challenging for me to get through the post, but also I think in terms of efficiency from your classmates' perspective, having that clear stream of thought where this particular comment, this particular substantive comment elicits these responsive comments. So please ensure that every time you make a post it is for one of your two responsive comments and then for your 4 responsive comments. And finally, in terms of your quiz, I briefly looked at the results, and again I've been very happy thus far. I saw a number of hundreds, so you guys are understanding the topic and the subject matter very well. And again, I've also seen some 90s and 80s and only a few lower grades in that, so that's very good and you need to be commended for that. One thing to keep in mind is that even if you have received a lower grade, and while your quiz component, the quiz component of your grade is 50%, you do have 8 total quizzes, so 7 more to kind of redeem yourself and get better in that area. If you did perform well, then keep up the good work, and the following week we'll get into some more important topics that will kind of lead us throughout the rest of the quarter, or at least the rest of the first half of the quarter. In particular, some of the key elements of public financial management. If you do have any questions regarding the quizzes, or anything for that matter, just feel free to give me a call or an email, and I'd be happy to assist you and work you through the process. All right, thank you.